Are you ready to get your fix?
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Now, Dalvin Cook has been one of the hottest topics of the NFL offseason thus far. The Minnesota Vikings released the veteran running back on June 8th, and now there are a couple teams that are very interested in adding Dalvin Cook to their roster, one of them being the Miami Dolphins. Apparently, they sent Dalvin Cook an offer. Dalvin Cook said, yeah, I'm not going to accept that one. I kind of want to test the waters and see what other teams are going to kind of offer me and see if something's better and stuff like that. Now, I seen an article brought to you by, Sports Illustrated. Shout out to A Rules. He knows who he is. He kind of sent me this article and told me to look at it. And it's very interesting because Dalvin Cook, let's get right into the article, okay? Right here. It says, the veteran has reportedly been getting multiple contracts offered since being released by Minnesota on June 8th. One team remains at the forefront of discussions. That's the Miami Dolphins, okay? Now, although it was reported back on June 27th that the Miami Dolphins offered Cook a spot on the roster, ESPN's Jeff Darlington reported that Cook is in no rush to accept the offer, and we already kind of know that. Dalvin Cook's in no rush to accept any offer from any team at this point. He's trying to wait for the right situation, the right amount of money, okay? And it follows up with saying that this is what Darlington basically said via Bleacher Report. The one thing I would point out is that the Dolphins remain interested. Well, yeah, it's Dalvin Cook. He's from Miami. Okay, you get it. They still have an offer on the table. One, though, that Cook is not willing to accept. I can see him certainly trying to drop other leverage. He is still interested in joining the Miami Dolphins. Obviously, being from the area, he would love to play for his hometown team. But at this point, again, not willing to commit to the deal they have on the table. Now, Darlington noted that Cook is waiting to get closer to the start of training camp to make an official decision. But NFL Network's Cameron Wolf has also reported that Cook wants to earn one of the top running back contracts in the league, so hitting the right contract amount could also cause a holdup for the veteran. Now look, Dalvin Cook, top 5 running back in the National Football League. He deserves to be paid like one of the top running backs in the National Football League. However, nobody wants to pay running backs big money nowadays because you can literally find them anywhere. They're a dime a dozen. You can go out and find a guy who was a 7th-round draft pick like Isaiah Pacheco out of the Kansas City Chiefs organization, and bam, all of a sudden he's a superstar, and you don't have to pay him that much. He's cheap, okay, because you can literally find these guys anywhere. And Dalvin Cook has an injury history with his shoulder, and he tore his ACL at one point, but he got over that, I feel like. But he still remains a top 5 running back in the National Football League. Teams are definitely going to want to go after him, but the fact of the matter is they're going to have to pay him big money, big time money. I'm not saying he's going to be the highest paid running back in the National Football League. I just don't feel like that's realistic for Dalvin Cook, especially given, his history and stuff like that with the injuries. But I do believe he should be paid at least he's top 5 running back, should be paid top 5 in running backs, right? I think he deserves that big time money, but there's not going to be a team willing to pay him that much. Miami gave him an offer. Dalvin Cook said, probably not, that's not enough money. Now, another team that's looking at Dalvin Cook reportedly is the New England Patriots. Again, another team that never likes to pay big time money to running backs, let alone anybody. Okay, Tom Brady was taking pay cuts and stuff like that. So this whole situation with Dalvin Cook is really interesting. I think Dalvin Cook's going to kind of have to, just take what he gets. Otherwise, he probably won't be playing this season, which would stink, but I think he's going to end up on a team at some point. I think at this point, it's mainly just the guaranteed portion that he's going to have to be worried about rather than the money. Even though there might be a team that's going to want to pay him that big money, Dalvin Cook wants to win a championship, okay? Everyone in the league wants to win a championship. So if he wants big money, it's going to be one of those lower tier teams, like the Atlanta Falcons, even though they already got their guy in Bijan Robinson, or I have really no clue, but the teams that want him, that are chasing championships, the Jets, the Patriots, the Dolphins, they're not going to be able to hand him that big time of money or a big type of money. So Dalvin Cook, I think, is just going to have to kind of take what he gets and move forward. Miami, definitely the top of his list, that being that he's from Miami, would love to play for the Dolphins and stuff like that. They already have a lot of running backs, but going into training camp, that doesn't mean they can't release some of those running backs and those guys can't go get other jobs, right? They can. They definitely can. So Dalvin Cook's situation is still ongoing. I'm assuming nothing will get done probably until the middle of training camp, maybe before training camp, but at the same time, I think Dalvin, like he said, is in no rush. Absolutely no rush to sign a deal. He's waiting for the right contract, the right time, the the right team. So, hey, just keep an eye on the Dalvin Cook situation. We'll update you as things kind of come out. But Dalvin Cook currently has rejected an offer from the Miami Dolphins, and that offer still remains on the table. We'll see what happens in the future. Let me know in the comments what you think about this situation. Where does Dalvin Cook sign? Also, drop a like and subscribe to the channel. We're almost to 300 subs. You can help me reach that goal by doing so. So make sure to subscribe. Have a great rest of your day, folks. And you just got your fix with the Wicks.